Hey everyone, it's your boy Matt. This is Taco Admin for 5th of June 2026. No, we need to describe what's happened. You need to keep Humanity Health Group and anyone associated with Fred Sashini or Amanda Mazzoni as far away from me as possible. You need to keep them away from the use of, from providing information and positive behavior support. We need to have a separation of powers, okay? Imagine you're a high court judge and you get to write subpoenas and spy orders on your partner. We wouldn't accept that. I have these people who have been positioned themselves in a position of power and authority to control my life. All their petty, this is just a very simple case of power and a person who does not want to be subject to that power. That's the relationship. That is as simple of a narrative as it is. Okay? If we saw it as a domestic violence thing, it's just that in a different context. It's just that instead of it being a romantic interest or a sexual relationship, it's a power structure between employer and employee, boss and former employee. It's a case of subjugation, right? I don't want to be subjugated. I want to be left alone. So let's go through that for a bit. One of the grievances that Fred and these people had with me is that I would go to multiple interviews at different organizations, and then I did this for two reasons. Interviewing's a skill and you need to practice, so that's number one. And number two, you get to choose where you go. Now, an employer will interview 5, 10, 20 people for a single position. I should be allowed to interview 5, 10, or 20 jobs for a position and then decide where I go. They became so offended when I talked to my psychology supervisor in confidence, the person who is meant to be my mentor, and she leaked this information to Fred Sashini and Amanda Mazzoni. And she told them that this is a strategy I used. This is a very standard thing that people do. On my fucking Centrelink requirements, I need to apply for 20, 30, 40 different jobs. I then have to interview at those jobs. Formerly, it was a requirement that you would have to interview at any place that offered you an interview at one point in time. So what's happened is a very clear double standard, a very clear case of power and oppression, and a very clear case of abuse by people who have authority, both in the industry, who have authority, who have healthcare authority as well. And I don't get a lawyer. I don't get to point out to it. They just get to control my feed and they get to continue to abuse me. It's a case of subjugation. Okay? That's what it is. We need to provide positive behavior support for these people. We need to remove their ability to cause harm and limit the opportunities of others. It's a case of oppression. It's a case of power structure. It's a case of people with power who are privileged, abusing those with less and getting away with it over and over again. I wish I could kill these people. I truly do. And that's the regular reaction you would have when you have people who have this attitude of oppression. I am in their eyes a serf. I'm a fucking peasant. I'm a person who gets to be pushed around and controlled. We're meant to live in a free society where there's an idea of human rights and that we're meant to be free and be able to choose where we work and how we go about our work. What these people are doing is something that every worker in Australia should be pissed off about, and they need to be stopped from doing it. And this is why unions exist. Have a good day, everyone.